It's an international friendly, and I know it's always like a difficult game to analyse really, and to see where England are in terms of their prep for the Euros. But as far as a performance goes, what did you make of it? England didn't score first of all, and I think with the kind of attacking talent we had on display, with the exception of obviously no Bukayo Saka, no Harry Kane, still a very good attacking lineup, wasn't it? So I'm just trying to figure out why England didn't score in that game, because we had pretty much the majority of possession. And I think on the majority of the game, Brazil defended, didn't they, for the most part? They weren't going forward apart from on counters. So why couldn't England find the back of the net, do you reckon?
Phil Foden operating on that right hand side, off of that right. We know he likes to operate more central, but we also know that Jude Bellingham likes to sort of occupy that same sort of position as well. So I think it's always difficult. I've always wondered myself whether they kind of almost get in each other's way a little bit at times, because they love to operate in that central area. And at times, obviously, Bellingham was sort of drift over to the left as well, which we did see him do quite a lot in this game. But also, we saw a lot of players playing together who not used to, like obviously Watkins, obviously had that striker's role and had a couple of really good opportunities. Probably should have scored one of them. But he's a completely different player altogether as Harry Kane, and I think they did
Yeah.
miss that link man, somebody kind of dropping in to that hole. But then also, if you've got Harry Kane in the team, you also need your forwards, your inside forwards that can run in behind. And for sure, I think you need a player with the ilk of Bukayo Saka, or I think you need probably someone like Marcus Rashford, who are going to make those runs in behind. And it was always almost a little bit mishmash. I think
Yeah.
we struggled really to kind of put any sort of serious pieces of play together.
Yeah, I felt like we put the handbrake on a few times when we were going forward. And I think with someone like Saka in the team, you can tell he doesn't operate like that. He goes straight in, doesn't he, for the space, and tries to find the moment to put the ball in. And Harry Kane's one of those like brilliant space invaders as well, isn't he? He knows where the ball's going to go, especially him and Saka's link up is usually pretty good. Obviously, Watkins hasn't got that kind of link with any of these players in the team. So that was inevitable in some ways, but he got the full 90 minutes here. He did have one golden chance, didn't he, that I reckon he should have put away, but blazed it over the bar. I think he was leaning back as he hit the shot. And I think you probably look at that and go, that was my chance to make my mark. And
I think
he probably won't get a chance now with one more friendly to go. It might be Ivan Toney's turn. But do you think Watkins will be happy with this performance?
I think he got. I think he was slightly unlucky. I think his touch was. I don't think he had a very good touch. But if you look at the replay, I think the Brazil player gets a slight touch and then it cannons back onto Watkins and just blazes over the bar. But yeah, I mean, it was all about his touch really. If he'd got it right, I think it would have been a golden opportunity for him.
Well, I think there's a reality check, isn't there, that this is still a friendly. Like, I don't think there was any reason for us to go full throttle. I think some fans want to see that, though. And that's the thing. We want to see a team of this talent trying to go for it. And a result against Brazil would have been a real morale boost, I think. And we haven't had many results like that against teams in the top 10 of the FIFA World Rankings. So I think as an England fan, it's a missed opportunity to really get people's juices going for this tournament coming forward, when actually all it's done for me is just made me feel, yeah, we've still got areas of weakness. I don't think I'll come out of this feeling like, yeah, we're favourites now, I don't think there's many countries better than us, even when we're at almost average. But it didn't blow me away in any part of the game.